Beekeeping, seedling cultivation, feather and wool production, animal breeding – all of these can be profitable ventures in rural areas. Want to learn more? Watch our video. And if you stick around until the end, you'll discover how to turn an entire village into a business project by collaborating with neighbors. Enjoy watching. Honey is a highly beneficial product for the human body. It's recommended for both adults and children. It boosts the immune system and contains enzymes and vitamins. The product's health benefits create significant demand for honey. Saying this, aspiring entrepreneurs enter this niche hoping to recoup their investments by the end of the first season. By the way, beekeeping is not just about honey. Propolis, bee pollen, royal jelly are also widely used as ingredients in many traditional medicine recipes. All of these make small-scale beekeeping appear to be a profitable and promising endeavor. Profits can be earned not only from selling bee products, but also from organizing tours, workshops, and tastings. However, beekeeping as a business is a rather complex process. Besides purchasing equipment, the owner needs specific knowledge and skills. There's no universal method for managing a bee farm, and it often involves trial and error, depending on the location, surrounding plants, and climate. Weather conditions can significantly impact honey production, potentially leaving beekeepers without profits for an entire year. You can start beekeeping by purchasing 5 to 6 colonies, and you'll need to invest in creating a wintering room. This is a building used to shelter bees during the winter. Additionally, you'll have to buy beehives, wax, frames, and various other equipment. The payback period for a bee farm can range from 5 to 8 years. However, it seems worthwhile, as some beekeepers share stories of earning up to $10,000 in a season. Maybe you should give it a try. The demand for milk and dairy products has always been, is, and will continue to be. Nowadays, so-called eco-products are becoming increasingly popular. Consumers are opting for rural milk, cheese, and cottage cheese more often. Although they are more expensive, their quality is often much higher. The dairy business is quite profitable, although it requires certain knowledge and skills. You can start with a herd of 10 to 12 cows. An adult milking cow costs between $500 and $700. When starting a farm, you need to decide how milking will be organized, either manually or mechanically. In the first case, you'll need to hire at least 2 milkmaids, while in the second, you'll need to invest in automatic milking machines. The average salary for a rural milkmaid is $180 to $200, and the equipment will cost a beginning farmer between $3,000 and $6,000. In a month, one cow produces about 450 to 500 liters of milk. Over a year, it's milk for 7 to 8 months, resulting in 4,000 liters of finished products. When sold wholesale at a price of 30 cents per liter, that's $1,200 per cow. Profits can be increased by purchasing equipment for making sour cream, cottage cheese, kefir, buttermilk, or yogurt. However, not all smallholders can turn a small homestead into a profitable, stable business that generates serious income. Risks do exist, such as animal diseases or difficulty establishing a regular sales channel. Feather and woolen goods have a steady consumer demand due to their excellent thermal insulation properties, long service life, and natural composition. According to experts, decorative interior items, bedding, down jackets, and other items made from natural materials are unlikely to lose demand or become less popular even with the advent of more innovative synthetic materials. To start a business producing wool, down, and feathers, you need to study the competitiveness of local markets and outline potential sales channels. Major buyers in this industry can include large factories or private craftsmen who produce warm jackets, gloves, and scarves, as well as down shawls. If you're particularly enthusiastic, you can even engage in clothing production using your natural materials. Often farms consider selling feathers, down, and wool as an additional source of income alongside breeding sheep, llamas, rabbits, and poultry. Sheep, for instance, are relatively low-maintenance animals. Sheep farming can be a profitable venture. These animals provide dietary meat and reproduce quickly. By acquiring just a few sheep, you can quickly turn a profit. Now let's talk about poultry. A poultry farm is a business that doesn't require substantial capital investment to start. All you need is some free space to build a chicken coop and an outdoor area where the birds can roam from early spring to late autumn. Raising chickens can be highly profitable, mainly because eggs and poultry meat are essential components of many people's diets. Depending on your strategy, you can choose to raise meat chickens, which reach a weight of 7 kilos by the age of 2 months. dual-purpose birds, which are slightly lighter but also lay eggs, or simply egg-laying hens. One such hen can produce up to 350 eggs for sale in a year. The number of chickens for breeding depends on the size of the chicken coop. On average, you can keep no more than 20 birds in 10 square meters of space. Additional income can be generated by selling young birds if you invest in an incubator. Depending on the available equipment, you can invest in raising chicks, ducklings, goslings, or turkey poults. Besides incubating eggs, this business option allows you to profit from selling chicks or meat. The key to effective incubator operation is proper egg selection. The eggs should not be older than 7 days, and you need to prepare storage rooms with humidity not exceeding 80% and temperatures ranging from 6 to 12 degrees Celsius. It's not as complex as beekeeping, but there are still nuances to consider. Fish farming. By the way, if you happen to have a suitable pond on your property, you could consider fish farming or even raising crayfish. Nowadays, fish products are in demand not only by large companies but also by small private farms. With knowledge in fish farming and pond management, you can achieve a stable and high income. Trout is one of the most expensive and sought-after fish on the market. However, it's quite temperamental and demands careful care. You can certainly choose to raise it, but carp farming is much easier. Carp is an undemanding fish that can be kept in various climatic conditions. Beginners can simply build a 50 square meter pond and stock it with carp fingerlings. If the work is done well and the fish start to grow, you can turn your pond into a carp breeding business. So even with minimal investment, abandoned ponds can be turned into lucrative ventures that yield good profits to their owners annually. The project's cost will depend on its scale, region, and the technologies used. Additionally, apart from breeding and selling fish, the business can involve further processing or offering paid fishing services. By the way, worm farming is also a promising option for starting your own business, as it can be highly profitable with minimal investment. The final product, worms, is in constant demand among gardeners and farmers who use them for composting or as fishing bait. The technology for raising worms is relatively simple and doesn't require highly specialized knowledge, making it a business that can consistently generate high profits. If animal husbandry doesn't appeal to you, you can consider building a greenhouse. When approached strategically, flower cultivation can transform from a hobby into a profitable venture, suitable not only for housewives but also for male gardeners. Despite the fact that roses, chrysanthemums, violets, lilies and other flowering plants aren't essential goods, they enjoy consistently high consumer demand, which increases significantly in the lead-up to holidays. If you own a piece of land, you can save on rental fees. The most significant expense here will be equipping a heated greenhouse and maintaining it. To cultivate a wide assortment of flowers, you may need to set up 3 to 5 greenhouses. Moreover, you should be aware of the high competition in this industry. Finding effective sales channels for your flowers will be essential to ensure a stable high income. By the way, have you ever heard of stabilized flowers? They don't require water and care, can live for several years, are cold-resistant and hypoallergenic. The technology involves replacing the plant's natural sap with a special solution during the stabilization process, giving the flower new properties. So if the idea of selling live bouquets doesn't work out, you can always try something new. If you don't have the opportunity to build a greenhouse but still want to grow something and earn from it, try microgreens. Many homeowners grow greens for consumption on their balconies and windowsills. Someone took this idea and created a new popular business direction. Microgreens are the shoots of cultivated plants like wheat, rice, peas, onions and others. The plants can be virtually any edible variety. After sowing the seeds, the shoots appear in just a week, and they can be consumed as they are rich in nutrients and vitamins. They also look very aesthetically pleasing in any dish. A microgreens business has numerous advantages. You earn from an environmentally friendly and healthy product that you can even consume yourself. You don't need large spaces. A single shelf will do for starters, or even just a windowsill. Moreover, it's a very flexible business. You can sell microgreens, germinated sprouts, or ready-made salads. With minimal expenses, you can initially test the demand for the product in your area. And then, as sales pick up, invest in shelves, lamps, and other equipment to scale your business. Of course, it's no secret that even in the countryside, you can earn from your favorite hobbies. The choices for crafting are vast. For example, you can create beautiful soap figurines. It's affordable, the ingredients are readily available, and the basic kitchen equipment is enough to start making your first items for sale. Or you can craft tables from slabs of wood. A slab is a solid piece of wood used for making tabletops. Considering the modern world's focus on ecology, this product is likely to have high demand, so it's an interesting business idea. Baking cakes, making leather goods, crafting jewelry and handmade clothing, knitting, embroidery, scrapbooking, creating unique dolls – all of these can be sources of income today. Modern technology allows you to share your crafts far beyond your local area, so don't hesitate to start your blog if you're involved in any form of handicraft. It can be a significant part of your path to success. If you don't want to grow anything, create things by hand, or raise animals, but live in a region with high tourist appeal, here is another business idea for you. Staying at special campsites and glamping sites has been gaining popularity lately. Essentially, all you need is a large piece of land and substantial capital. An important factor in running this business is obtaining permits from authorities for commercial use of the land. Once you've solved the issue of choosing a camping location, you'll need to provide electricity and drill a well for clean water. Additionally, you can set up children's and recreational areas, sanitary facilities, and a kitchen. In essence, it's about improving the environment for comfortable outdoor leisure. You can earn by renting cottages to vacationers or simply providing spaces for pitching tents. Initial investments for opening a campsite can start from $5,000 and go higher. Beautiful landscapes, clean air, natural products, tranquility, and the absence of crowds. Agrotourism is increasingly being called the most promising direction in the tourism business. Such vacations have long been popular in countries like Hungary, the Czech Republic, Finland, and other European nations. Staying in rural areas helps people feel connected to nature and unwind after the hectic pace of city life. Moreover, you can immerse yourself in local traditions and acquire new skills, like harvesting crops, taking care of birds and animals, making wine or cheese, or horseback riding. This type of vacation is beneficial for those tired of the city's fast pace. It's a change of scenery and a genuine psychological relief for city dwellers. You can open such a business in a specially built estate if you have the financial means. Alternatively, you can collaborate with neighbors, provided they have an authentic place with a couple of houses, and turn the whole village into a vacation spot. For instance, in Russia's Huta Solokula in Karelia, you can stay in a cozy little house. Here, they'll heat up a sauna for you, invite you to go fishing, and even offer to cook your catch over an open fire. You can go berry picking or take a dip in the lake if the season allows. Think about it. Perhaps this idea could be the start of your new business. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.